Welcome back to the channel. It is a bit cold today. It's probably about -7 or 8. I'll put that in Fahrenheit below. As you see, we don't have very much snow, so I won't be doing a snow blowing video. But as you can tell from the thumbnail, I'm very happy to announce that I was contacted by a company called AllPowers, and they wanted for me to showcase one of their solar power supplies. So I was giving it some thought, and I agreed to it. I don't think it's a stretch to show this product on my channel. We have been transitioning to battery powered for most of our stuff, so we have a lot of Milwaukee stuff with the M18 and M12 system for our fuel power tools. That includes our air compressor, which lives on the side of our lift, and that takes M18 batteries. And we absolutely love the battery technology. So AllPowers reached out, they had seen the channel, and they wanted me to showcase one of their solar generators. It's the AllPowers R600. And full disclosure, they did not want to see the video beforehand. They just said, use it, see how it works for you, give your honest opinions about it, and if people like it, I will have codes below, so you'll get 10% off website wide. So let's get on to what is the things I like and dislike about the R600. I will also be showing off the 140 watt solar panel setup as well, and that is a mobile unit that unfolds. I really like that product. I've had this about 2.5 weeks now, 3 weeks. I've been putting it through its paces. I will start to show some information across the bottom or on the side of the page, but what I didn't want to do was just have me sitting there talking about the specs. I'll give you a bit of a walk around first. It can run 8 devices at once. So we have the 2 behind the doors, the standard outlet plugs. We have the 12 volt adapter that you find in your car. We also have a myriad of USB-C and USB Type A connectors as well. It also has a wireless charger built onto the top. This is where your charge port is, a reset switch, and where your solar panels plug in. It's a fantastically simple design. The electrical plug is your standard computer style plug, as you can see the connector type. There's no brick that you have to bring along, it's just one plug. This is also listed as a UPS that you can have plugged into your wall and also power your devices. Then if you have a power outage, this will continue to power your devices. So this is excellent for server systems or your router or your Wi-Fi, stuff like that. I would not suggest this for a CPAP machine. You won't get a full night of use out of it. This one is probably only good for about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of usage. So keep that in mind. It has a light. So when you turn it on, give it a second to boot. There we go. And if you push the light button, you have three settings: low, medium, and then SOS. And then off. So that's really nice. It gives you your inputs and your outputs depending on if you're charging it or if you're just using it. And each one of these banks has a small switch that you must enable to energize this portion of the outputs. So you can push the little button, it turns green, and allow you to use these standard wall plugs. Or you can use the USB section, and you can have it both running at the same time. So that's great. This will not do high draw items like a microwave, a toaster, a Sawzall. It just won't do that. It's not meant for that high draw, high current stuff. It is a fantastic thing for a bug out device. Keep it in your truck, take it camping for the weekend and power your lights, charge your phone on the top or using the USB. Having a small light around, and it has a fan on the side, so this will kick on when it has to charge from the wall plug. It's very silent, and that's the other thing that I really like about it. This is a great device for being in a quiet area. So if you are camping and you just want to have lights, some LED lights around inside or outside of your tent or your trailer or your Jeep, then this is fantastic. You plug them in and it runs quiet. No need to run a loud generator in the back. It's fantastic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this to the side and then we'll take a look at the solar panel. So here is the mobile solar panel system. This is a great package. The only complaint I would have is I would like to see them have a bit more of a robust padding on the bottom, because this is kind of where you handle it and put it down on stuff. I would like to see something a bit more robust. like a rubber feet or something on this portion of it, but other than that, it's great. It's all in one. On the back side, it has a pouch, and inside this pouch, which I'll show you in a little while, is where your converter sits, an extra little power hub. All your wiring comes with this, and it's very easy to set up. So I'll do that right now. Just undo your clasps. And on the back side of each panel, there are some Velcro stays, and they can adjust to the proper angle if you're going to put this on the ground or on the top of your RV or something like that. And then it just opens up like that. So that is a giant solar array. I think that's fantastic for portability. So then when you pair that with this, it's fantastic. So let's open up and see what's inside. What I really like about this is it has your standard solar connectors. So if you've dealt with solar before, you understand these connectors. They're foolproof, they push together, they're nice. This is the one for the R600. So you just push your barrel connectors together. When they click, they're connected. And then this just plugs into the side. Just like that. And then that will charge. Also in the case, it comes with standard alligator clips. So you can hook that to a battery to charge it or something else. And it also comes with an adapter to use all the standard size connectors you might need, so you can power that. You can also daisy chain these together using this little hub. This is where the power comes out from the solar, but you also have this distribution block, which also has two USB ports, a USB-C port, and the inputs and outputs to connect extra solar panels to it. Come in, let's go for a ride.
All right, let's go.
This is where I think that the AllPowers R600 really shines, and that is if you're in a bug out camping situation, you have your Jeep XJ, you have the 140 watt solar panels mounted to the side, you have some LED lights running on the inside, you have your sleeping bag set up, you have your AllPowers station here. You can wirelessly charge at the top. You can charge your Milwaukee batteries and have your inputs from your solar panel. So you can see on the screen. So right now we're generating 23 watts of input from the solar panels, and we're outputting 8 watts from my phone, the LED lights, and charging of the Milwaukee batteries. It's telling us that we have 99 days left, so that's doing really good. So these panels are easy to set up. I just have hooks hooked up to the rails of the Jeep, and they hang nice and straight. It's working really well, and it's really cloudy here. I'm sure if we had some sun, these things would be pumping out a lot more power than they are right now. The other thing that I wanted to mention about this kind of setup is that it's silent. So you can be out in the wilderness and not have to worry about the generator running to keep your stuff powered, your stuff charged, and those creature comforts of home. The other thing that I want to use this kind of setup for, maybe not this exact unit, but something very similar, is if you watch some of my other videos, I discuss having trail cams out and about. The problem I have with trail cams is that they rely on an SD card. You have to go get them, and you don't get notifications right away, at least with the ones that I have. Yes, you can get some cellular ones, but I'm already using a security system from Ubiquiti called Unify Protect, and I have a couple of these little G4 instant cameras, and I wanted to set one up in the field where I have no electricity, but I have Wi-Fi. And one of these kind of setups with a solar panel and a solar generator would make a fantastic addition. So what I've done is I've set up one of my G4 instant cameras, and what I would propose to do would be to build an enclosure, put one of these solar generators in it, and then be able to point this at the direction I want. And then I would have instant notification 24 24-hour recording. So from the screen, I am recording from my G4 Instant. You can see if I move it around. So this is fantastic for me to be able to keep an eye on the areas that I can't do with the trail cam. So this is, I think, going to be my next adventure, is to try to build an enclosure for the AllPowers R600, because it's doing a great job. I have two minor complaints about the system that I'm using. One is on the AllPowers R600, these little rubber caps that protect the ports, I find them very flimsy. I see that as being an industry standard problem. It's just, I don't know what else to do. And I would like to see a small little lip to protect any drips of water from going inside, but I know that that would cause some more issues with compatibility with different size plugs. The other issue that I might suggest is that depending on what you have plugged in here, there might not be enough space for a large brick, so you would just have to flip it upside down if you can. Just remember that one of the posts is the larger one, so you'll have to take that into consideration. The other thing I wanted to talk about was on the back of the solar panel. They have included a fantastic pouch to keep all your wires and all your extension cables in one place, to keep all these in place. The issue is, it's the same area that you need to unzip to access the cords. I'd like to see two separate compartments, one for just the inverter and the initial cable, and a second one to hold all of this, and I'll show you why. So if you have this mounted to where I had it on the side of the Jeep, and you had to open this because you wanted to store the wire, it was upside down. So I'd open this and all the stuff would fall out. So what I would like to see is the inverter and the extra USB block in a separate compartment, so that all of this can stay in a separate compartment here. And then you can open and close this as needed to stow these wires. So that's my only complaint of the solar panel. So leave me a message in the comments about what do you think you guys could use a power station like this for. And if you would like, there's a 10% coupon code in the description below. There's also direct links to the R600 and the 140 watt solar panel if you want those as well. A great way that AllPowers is supporting small channels like mine to give you guys a discount. So that's my overview of the R600 and the SP029 solar panel. There are links in the description for 10% off your purchases. So if you want to support myself and AllPowers, go check out their site. They've got some incredible stuff. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. What did you do on your land today? Because today we set up a solar panel and a generator in our bug out 92 Jeep XJ. We'll see you in the next one.
Let the feeling of realization